The Taj Mahal. White marble meets the early morning light. A dome rises, with no shadow beneath it. Silence leans in, resting gently against its perfect shape. Reflections soften in the still, shallow pools. Arches repeat in rhythm, each one holding a long, slow moment of stillness. The air is pale, almost weightless. The stone holds the warmth of yesterday's sun and this morning's hush. Nothing moves too fast. Only time, drifting slowly, without sound, over white stone and a sky that does not rush. Golden Temple rests in the center of water. Reflections fold and slowly unfold, like breath on a surface that does not move. Light touches the marble, a breath, soft and invisible. Steps soften along the edge of the pool, each one quiet, each one steady, as if time itself is walking. The temple rises without effort, as if it has always been here. Each dome, each shimmer of metal, holds a stillness so deep, even sound pauses outside. Air glows gently in the morning haze. Silence carries a rhythm, a breath beneath the gold. And the water waits. A wall of stone rises with the hills. Amber Palace, folded into the Aravalli Range, glows slowly with morning dust and silence. Arches stretch wide above courtyards of stillness. Marble breathes in the light. Steps echo softly through chambers once filled with order, with rule, with rest. Windows shimmer, intricate screens casting shadows like lace across sandstone, woven by time. The fortress watches without moving. Each level, each stair, remembers a kingdom without words, held in stone and space. Wind brushes the balconies, a breath held between earth and air, between now and then. And in its silence, the palace endures. A wall made of wind rises above the street, a presence shaped by air and stone. Hawa Mahal, 5 stories of carved breath, of stone and shadow, held still in motion. Its windows hold silence, soft and vast, 953 places to breathe, to look, to disappear without being seen. The pink sandstone glows like dusk captured in walls. Delicate screens cast lace over the daylight, a pattern of quiet. Nothing moves quickly here, only air and the slow echo of passing time curling through the arches. The facade watches, not with eyes, but with stillness. It does not speak. It waits. City Palace leans over water, reflected in perfect quiet. Stone rises in layers of light, carved windows, delicate balconies. Each frame holds the sky. Time breathes inside the walls. Nothing echoes. Only stillness remains, and the shimmer of memory. Stone floats on a mirror of water. Jal Mahal, a palace held between silence and sky. The lake does not move. Its surface holds the past without question. Arches shimmer. Domes rise from stillness. Walls reflect as if they've never known weight. Light drifts over sandstone and glass, softening the edges of memory. The palace waits, not above the lake, but within it. A breath of history held in water and stone, timeless and quiet. A place that breathes without sound. A fortress carved from golden stone. Jaisalmer Fort rises from the desert floor, light caught in every curve, every angle, every edge of time. Its vast walls hold the warmth of centuries. Stairways disappear into the breath of shadow. Wind brushes against the sandstone gently. Time moves slowly, then slower still, over the worn ramparts. The fort stands not above the desert, but as part of it. It does not break the horizon, it becomes it. Mehrangarh Fort rises from blue stone and sky. A fortress etched into the cliff, vast, immovable, quiet. Its walls glow in the morning haze, as if carved from breath. Balconies float above the city. Windows catch light and release it into shadow, like slow exhalations from centuries past. Here, walls remember. Every gate, every step, carved with silence and heat. Each corridor holds its own hush. Nothing breaks the stillness. The fort watches everything below, but never looks away. Stone rises in spirals and arches, a dance of structure and stillness. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, where rhythm and architecture move as one. Trains arrive, trains leave, but the building stays still. Gothic light meets the motion of the city and holds it like a quiet breath. A place built for waiting, for returning, for memory in motion, etched in stone and sound and time. Stone reflects in perfect symmetry. Humayun's tomb, resting in the heart of a garden where light drifts slowly through arches of stillness. A path of silence leads toward arches that hold the sky and remember the footsteps of centuries. The past is not buried here. It breathes, quietly, completely. 4 minarets rise into pale sky, balanced, immovable, still. Charminar stands where roads cross and centuries turn. Stone arches echo softly as light moves across them, like time brushing stone. The city hums just beyond the frame, but inside these walls, only air, only shadow, only time. Built for prayer, but made to last, a breath held for generations. In quiet corners, wind pauses. Even stone carved into stillness. Akshardham rises like a prayer made solid. Every column, every dome, etched with devotion, anchored in quiet. Light drifts over sculpture as silence gathers between pillars and across the stone floor. The temple holds its breath. Outside, the city moves in sound and motion. Inside, time pauses and becomes air, soft, sacred. Stillness is not empty. It is full of presence. A forest of stone rises toward the sky, each spire etched in devotion. Meenakshi Temple, every inch carved with gods, beasts, and silent prayers that never fade. Colors fold into shadow. Figures emerge in stillness, as if waking from centuries of thought. The temple watches, not with eyes, but with presence. Time softens here, and light takes its time. Brihadiswarar rises stone upon stone in quiet power. A shadow moves across carved walls, and the sun kneels to it. Arches open to sky and stone, a threshold between air and devotion. Jama Masjid stands wide and still, a prayer built of marble, space, and breath. Steps echo across the courtyard. The walls listen. Light moves quietly between pillars and domes, touching stone like memory. In the hush, a call to silence. In the shadow, stillness remains, soft, complete. The mosque does not speak, but it holds everything that does. The whispered, the unspoken, the eternal. This is World Adventure OS, the operating system for global wonder. Like what you saw? Give it a like. And to keep traveling with us, subscribe and turn on alerts.